So this is actually a television monitor that is in the studio. We've decided that the audience will be seated here, but there are actually close-up illusions that I'll be doing on this this rug. Did you know this rug was a gift from my friend Sandy, and it's made of recycled plastic milk jugs. How great is that? But I'll be seated on this rug with a few of the kids near me. The illusions will be what they call close-up. They're tiny magic tricks that are really small, like with bottle caps or with little pieces of recyclable pieces of paper, something like that. Too small for this audience to see. So we will run the picture, the image from here, actually over to the monitor. So the audience that's seated here can actually watch what's up here. Can watch what's up here. Okay, so here's an interesting situation. You scan around the room, and then all of a sudden you realize, how are you going to fit 50 people into a small room like this? And one of the ways you do that is to mark off where people will be seated. In this case, we will have a couple of rows of kids seated in these really cool step stools, right? And I'm now marking off where those step stools will go. So if they have to be, and it's painter's tape. So if they have to be moved around, it's no problem. We just come back to where they go. Make this at sort of an angle towards the stage. And this is painter's tape, so it will come up easily. It won't tear up the floor. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so I've got the tape marked where that second row would go, because we're going to have children actually seated on the floor in front. And there's this big, huge desk in the way, so I'm going to move the desk out of the way so it won't be a problem. Okay. That was easy. Okay, since you can't really know how deep the kids will go, so what I'm going to do is put a red line using this gaffer's tape. It's actually spike tape is what they call it, because you're spiking the stage with where you want props to go, so they can be preset. So I'm going to use red spike tape to basically make a line where the children should not cross, the children should not be seated in front of, and that way it's really, really obvious to everybody to stay back behind that particular line. I do this a lot. I actually put tape out for my live shows because kids are pretty good. They're pretty good to understand, oh, there's a little red line. That means I'm not supposed to cross a little red line. Interestingly enough, grown-ups a little less so. They don't quite understand it. They sometimes need some instruction. Stay behind the line. These guys have to move out of the way. When I was a kid, I really, really loved duct tape because I was convinced that duct tape could repair anything. And I still love duct tape, don't get me wrong. But now, as I got older, I realized that the more useful utilitarian thing for a performer is to have this stuff they call gaff tape. Gaffer's tape, G-A-F-F, gaff tape. Gaff tape is pretty much cloth tape. Did you see what I just did? I just tore that. All right. Gap tape is extraordinarily flexible and strong and terrible. It's terrible. No, it's really good. No, I mean, it's terrible. You can tear it. Okay, so I got 50 seats in here, including some kids seated on the floor. You can see I put my red line. Now, there are so many interesting things and interesting situations that come up when you're dealing with kids' performances. And here's one that we've figured out how to solve. But it's this. This is actually a pinching hazard, because this is a folding stool. That's a pinching hazard. So we're going to come along and actually put gaffer's tape right on top so the kid can't pick it up or let it. Because, we don't want to hurt any kids. And most of all, we just want to have a great performance without any kind of weird interruptions, like a little kid yelling, "That thing just pinched my butt!"